Okay, just got back from Wolverine, or the actual title, X-Men Origins Wolverine, comma, hyphen, however you want to put it. Pretty much, it is an action flick. I mean, it follows decently the Wolverine origin story, where it goes from him being, James Howlett, a sickly boy, and the first time he pops his claws, kills the person who he thinks, has killed his dad. Then all the way up into him joining the, I don't know the name of the group, because I'm not a huge Wolverine fan. I know bits and pieces, so I was able to pick up some cameos here and there. All in all, it pretty much is a straight action flick. If what you saw in the trailers you enjoyed, those are most of the major action sequences. Now, from a comic, nerd standpoint, yeah, there are some scenes here and there you kind of go, okay, the guy who played Gambit did a pretty good job. He wasn't as great of a Gambit as we should have had. We should have had someone with more of a Cajun accent, but all in all, the guy was pretty good. They used his powers fairly decently. I did get kind of tired of almost everybody having like hyper agility and super speed. I know part of Gambit's side ability beyond the kinetic charging is he does have like increased agility, but he was doing like Spider-Man style stuff. Some of the other minor characters, when Wolverine's freeing people from the cells, if you look around, you're going to see people like Chamber, Quicksilver. I don't know why Cyclops was really in there. All in all, I don't want to say I can be negative. It's a good movie. It's a good action flick. But I do agree with some of the people who say some of the CGI scenes are not that good. Because when you see other movies and the CGI is flawless. This one, every now and then you kind of go, oh, you can obviously tell if they're driving with the blue screen. Because that doesn't look like they're actually driving near a forest at all. Now, Deadpool. Or he's not called Deadpool in the movie up until the very end, so we're just called Wade. The character played by Ryan Reynolds. I was looking forward to this because Ryan Reynolds has mentioned that he loves the character of Deadpool. And he does a pretty good job for all of the 3 minutes he's in the movie as Wade and he's talking. Now I'm going to get into some more of the nitpicky things and a bit about the ending of the movie. Okay, they take on Weapon 11. Because Wolverine's for Weapon X, then so that's where he is the 10th, of this weapon experiment program. Weapon 11 is referred to as Deadpool. And essentially it is Ryan Reynolds with his mouth sewn shut. And he has healing, he teleports, he has, increased speed. As opposed to giving him swords, they extend out of his wrists like he's Baraka from Mortal Kombat. Oh, and he has Cyclops' optic blast. Now, the ending fight sequence between him, Wolverine, and Sabretooth is actually a very good, very well thought out, fight sequence. Until he starts using, the eye blast. Now, my big fear about going through it is I'm not a Liev Schreiber fan. I fell asleep when I saw him in The Omen and the Manchurian Candidate remakes, and this one, even though he's shorter, he works well enough. They actually did a good job casting him as Sabretooth. Good job casting him as Sabretooth. Ryan Reynolds did a very good job as Wade for the little bit they let him talk. Now, I've heard there are actually multiple endings depending on where you were at. If you sit through the first section of credits, like the micro section of credits, you get to see, Stryker walking away. His feet are bleeding, because he got mind controls told for him to walk away. And now apparently there are potentially 2 other endings. Depending on the theater, because it doesn't seem to be uniform at different theaters. One more or less has Deadpool reaching out of the rubble and putting his head back on. And the other one has Wolverine in a bar speaking Japanese. So, that's what I'm going to say about it. good movie, I would say, for, Jackman, again, perfect performance as Wolverine. I know lots of critics have said that Jackman is well beyond playing the role of Wolverine, but, he enjoys playing the character. And he does a very good job at it. So, I'm looking forward to probably Wolverine 2 or X-Men Origins Wolverine 2. However they're going to refer to this to be called Wolverine 2. And hopefully this one does well enough that it actually will fully greenlight X-Men Origins Magneto.